Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the JY podcast. Today, we're going to be doing a follow up episode on our Flash rant, I guess you can call it. And we're going to be ranting some more, talking about our thoughts on the season as it is now and where it can move forward. And so, yeah, we're going to start from the beginning, work our way through the season.
Yeah, so in our last video, we were like on the fourth episode of the season, and I was like, this season's not going to get any better, and these stupid pep talks are going to be annoying. And that's exactly what happened. This show is so bad to the point it's predictable. They kept going with these stupid pep talks, even though everyone hated it. And the first half, there's two storylines that happen, and the first one's finally done with the whole Force storyline, and that was a complete mess. And for whatever reason now, people think this next storyline with Godspeed is going to save the season. So the Forces storyline was just so bad. And the cringiest part was when they kept calling him like to his parents. Like, why they kept calling him and Iris their dad. It was so stupid.
Yeah, I really had no idea what they were doing. It felt like they were just trying to have some way for the villain to be a villain without them having to use too much CGI fighting because they ran out of budget or they were saving it for the Godspeed thing. Because it, like, at any point, they could have just fought and it would have fixed everything. But they kept talking and talking, filler and filler, like they were trying to waste my time. And that's what they accomplished it. They did waste my time.
Yeah, this whole like when they introduced the idea of two separate storylines, I thought this was great. I was like, this gives it for less filler. But honestly, this whole season's felt like filler. It's really just so boring right now. The Forces storyline was a complete joke. And honestly, it might be the worst storyline this show has ever had. It was so bad. And yeah, as you said, I don't know if it was COVID where they had to restrict like fight scenes or something, but there was so much other ways they could have done it in these just stupid pep talks.
Yeah, so as we're showing on screen, this psych guy, I thought he was kind of cool, especially when he like showed up. I liked his mask. That's all it takes for me to get interested. And I'll it was kind of interesting for a second, but it just went on and on without anything truly interesting happened. Like he's just that chick from Stranger Things that makes you see stuff, and they just kept playing with that gimmick for so long. It was annoying.
Yeah, I loved him in his debut episode, but then when they gave him a pep talk too, I was like, "Are you kidding me, dude? Like why did they have to do this?" And when I first saw him, I was like, "Thank God they didn't have him have a pep talk in that episode, only for them to later do it." Like it was so repetitive. And now I kind of want to talk about the Godspeed storyline, which has just started. We're only an episode in, but people are way too confident in this, thinking it's going to save the season. It's not. And this storyline, even if it's good, it's not going to make up for the rest of this mess of the season. This storyline only going to be 4 episodes long. 4 episodes. Even though this is literally the only thing people cared about for the season and been waiting for. For whatever reason, they had the Forces storyline be like 8 episodes long, but the Godspeed, nope, 4 episodes. Like, really?
Yeah, I just want to emphasize that this is like 15 episodes in or something like that. People are saying, "Oh yes, season 7, it's going to be the best season because it is Godspeed." Like 15 episodes to get to the gist of what they probably wanted to do with the whole season. Like I don't know how people, because there's people on Twitter and stuff saying like this is going to be the savior of the whole Flash show. It's not. It's not going to go anywhere. With 4 episodes, it can't.
Yeah, just like usually when people are just like trashing that first half of the season, people are like, just wait till the Godspeed storyline. This is gonna help the season, or it's gonna be a lot better. But I don't know even if it's gonna be that good. Like 4 episodes, it's gonna really just feel rushed. I don't know why they couldn't have done it after episode 12, because literally after that was two unnecessary filler episodes. Episode 14, literally Barry wasn't even in the episode. Like the Flash wasn't in the episode, and the show's called The Flash. They could have introduced him in episode like 13 if they wanted to, give more time to have this storyline. And what we're having right now is just a Godspeed clone storyline. And so now we have 3 episodes left, and I don't know if August Hart which episode he's appearing in, if it's next episode or the next one. But let's say he appears in episode 17. There we only have 2 episodes to see this guy and see him get defeated, unless they carry this on to season 8. But I don't know if they are. We've had this Godspeed stuff going on since season 5, and it's just gonna kind of feel repetitive if they're gonna drag it on to another season.
Yeah, you did touch on something that I really felt about the whole thing was that they didn't like show August the real Godspeed like out of the gate. They instead show you these whole bunch of clones which just appear like goons. Like in one of the scenes, Flash like punches 3 of them in one go and they just fall over. They're kind of chumps in this show so far. You know, like if you don't show the real one, how am I supposed to be interested in the Godspeed arc if there's no Godspeed?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, if they're gonna have all these clones for the episodes, but then they introduce the real one in like the last 2, like he's gonna get defeated that quickly. I mean, it just doesn't feel like there's any time to actually flesh him out as a villain. And I don't know. Like as I said, maybe it's gonna drag on to the next season, but if it's not, this whole storyline is gonna just feel rushed.
Exactly. I mean, also another thing, I just remembered something. They're also planning to bring back Reverse Flash to like somehow like team up to beat the Godspeeds or something. I think that's where people are saying it's gonna go.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what the set
is he?
photos show.
Is it gonna be that quick? It's there. He's probably gonna get 1 episode, two, like maybe 1.5 max. You know, where's the screen time for the characters we actually care about?
Yeah, and I don't know if you've seen the set photos, but here I'll show you this one. On the left is what August Hart's actor is going to look like. So they recasted him from season 5. And so I guess it's confirmed he's going to be in the finale for sure. But there wasn't any like set photos showing him in episode 16, for example. But I don't know if I should be like judging too quick if he's going to appear then because we still haven't seen it. Um, but I feel like episode 16 is going to focus on the clones again. And then the last 2 are going to actually focus on the real Godspeed. And it's just, as I was saying, even if this is all good, it's not going to save the season. The season 4 episodes will make up for like a terrible season. And I just feel like it's going to be extremely rushed.
Yeah, it makes me think what they're rushing for. Like they easily could have just put in more filler because they're obviously okay with that, and then give Godspeed like a whole season. Maybe they're thinking if they didn't, or if they did do that, all the fans would leave, which they're doing anyway. Or maybe I don't know, they don't have the budget to have a whole season of Godspeed. But it really seems odd to me, like the whole decision to do it this late in. It doesn't make much sense from a entertainment standpoint.
Yeah, and people have been wanting Godspeed for like the longest time. This dude's been like I guess like a fan favorite in a way, but like people have just been waiting for him to be on the show, been asking like each season are like, is he gonna be the main villain? And when we finally get him as the main villain, it's 4 episodes. And let's say it's next season, like the first 5 episodes of season 8 is gonna be some crossover event. So they're gonna only have like a little bit of the first half of the season to have a villain. And yeah, I just overall I don't think this is gonna be the best to save a season, or it's gonna be pretty rushed. I think they need to fire the showrunner Eric Wallace because this season and the second half of season 6 just shows he's not a capable showrunner. This show is arguably at its worst. So the views have been at its lowest for this show because of how bad it's been. And season 8 might be its last season. Basically, they said they can't confirm whether it's the final season or not. So they're still making the decision. And yeah, this season's just what a mess.
Yeah, mess is just a good word for it. I do think season 8 being the ending of it, that's probably a good riddance feeling. I don't know. I used to like this show a lot, but just how it's been, I'm kind of just waiting for it to end. I want it to end. It's getting too far. But yeah, I think to summarize, the whole first half, or more than half of the season, was complete filler, and now they want to rush one of their most important characters or most like wanted characters in the last season. It's not going to be enough to save it, not even a little.
Yeah, as you said. I've been a fan of this show for a while. I'm kind of at the point where I've been watching it for so long that I don't want to quit on it now. So I'm just like sticking around because I've been with it for so long. But like I have no faith in this show. As I said in the last video, this season's just a mess and it's not gonna get much better. And I stand by that this season is the worst one yet.
But so, as always, leave your opinion in the comments. If we're completely wrong, please tell us how Godspeed is going to save the whole show and it's the best show you've ever watched. And if we're right, tell us your thoughts about it, what you think they could do to fix it, maybe. And leave a like, subscribe if you want. And that's going to be it. See you.